And one of the things that Judicial Watch had exclusively broken was the fact that the Ukrainian embassy, run at the time by Obama holdover Marie Yovanovitch, who testified, was trying to monitor the social media activities of the president's son, his lawyer, and many people associated with Fox News and other commentators and journalists. And what were they concerned about, as I said earlier? Soros, Giuliani, Biden, and Yovanovitch, who is the ambassador who allegedly ordered it. And the problem is, even though they were monitoring social media platforms and profiles to see what people were saying about it, is they're not allowed to, under the law, to monitor American citizens like that. You know, and when we pointed it out, you had all of these liberals who pretend to be civil libertarians saying, oh, you know, they're allowed to look at your Twitter. It's like, you know, come on, guys. The law is the law. You can't create files and monitor American citizens as government officials. It doesn't mean you can't look at someone's Twitter profile as a government official now and again, but it does mean you can't direct government resources to track someone's Twitter profile unless there's a strong law enforcement or other government reason for doing so. It can't be because you're worried that you're going to be found out. Or, as Yovanovitch was worried about, her losing her job because she lost the confidence of the President of the United States. Who were the names that they were trying to target? According to our information, which is confirmed in the testimony through the questioning at least, Jack Posobiec of One America News, Donald Trump Jr., Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity, Michael McFaul, who was the only non-Trump associated person. He was Obama's ambassador to Russia. Big Dan Bongino, Ryan Saavedra, who works for the Daily Wire. Rudy Giuliani, of course, Sebastian Gorka, John Solomon, Lou Dobbs, Pamela Geller. Pamela is an activist online and in the media. Sarah Carter, a journalist as well. So journalists, people associated with Trump. And so she was asked about it in her testimony, and I encourage you to read the testimony of everyone who's being released. You know, as part of your activism, you should be educating yourself about what's going on and reading the testimony as it comes out. And you'll see what I mean, that it's boring and silly and petty and juvenile, and is about as far a basis for impeachment as you can get. Far from a basis for impeachment as you can get. So Yovanovitch was asked about these names, and she professed not to know the specifics of the names, professed not to know that there was that it had to be shut down because it was illegal, or they were told it was illegal. Whether it was shut down or not, I do not know. And but she did confess or testify that they were concerned about social media issues on these issues and were monitoring Americans. And they wanted it to be 24/7, and that's why they sought help in Washington, D.C., all confirming what we had been reporting. Of course, she denies some of the specifics, but that's not unusual. So we have a Freedom of Information Act request, but now we've got confirmation from the testimony, at least partly confirmation. How about corroboration that the deep state was monitoring Trump World in violation of the law? That's what we reported, and there's not much she said that contradicts that, and in fact she helped confirm that. So I encourage you to read her testimony in that regard.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all the latest news from Judicial Watch.